Hey there, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so happy that you're here. Hope all is well with you. So this is for you if you are Leo, Sun, Moon or Rising. It's also for you if you just come across a reading and it takes your fancy, more than welcome to take it. It's a general reading, so just take from it what you need and leave behind what you don't. Simple. This is for the next few weeks, the next month, next 6 weeks. I've stopped doing a monthly, sort of named reading, and so this, whenever you come across this, it's meant for you. So shall we begin? I've got the lovely Light Seer Tarot deck here. We're going to use these to find your general energy, your general theme of what's coming towards you for the next few weeks. Then we'll look into our recent past energy, our current energy and our future energy, and we'll see what's going on. Okay then, Leo. Right. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Sun. Wow. Okay, so for you, the energy of the next few weeks is one of reassessing, for assessing whether the time and energy that you are putting into something, is it worth it for you? Are you reaping the rewards from the situation? It's also going to be one of an unexpected ending, one that you don't maybe see coming, that's caused by somebody else, but it is for the best. It's the best outcome. You see there in this Ten of Swords, she's walking away. She's walking towards the light. So whatever ending that happens for you, again, it's small for some people, bigger for others. We've all got our own stuff going on. Is for the best, and that's double clarified by the Sun there. The Sun is the card of abundance, of happiness, of all things lovely, of the light shining down on you. So interesting few weeks for you, I think, Leo. So let's find some recent past energy. I've got the Rider-Waite deck here, and we'll look at what's been going on with you in the recent past. Okay. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Ace of Cups. Then we have the Lovers card as a clarifier, another Seven of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So things are starting to shift in your recent past. They've already started moving. Okay, excuse me. So we've got the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is the richest king in the pack. He makes very smart financial decisions. He's very abundant. He's very confident. He's very nonchalant about his abundance because it just comes so easily to him. And then we've got the Lovers card. And the Lovers is about connection with somebody else. It's a special connection. It can be with an intimate other. It could just be with a work colleague that you get on really well with. It could be a boss. It could be a family member, a friend, but someone who's you've got this really deep connection with. And I think in your recent past, I think it's literally that you've just been having an abundance of love and joy and happiness from this person, actually. I think there's somebody that's just been really special that you maybe, actually, as I've just said that, I got the word nonchalance, as I did say it earlier, and I don't generally use that word involving the King of Pentacles. I think maybe there might be a little bit of taking for granted going on. With somebody that's important to you. It could be that they're taking you for granted. It could be you taking them for granted. Anyway, the Strength card. The Strength card, when this popped out, I got the words, you can do it. So this is the card of battling your inner critic, about, really struggling to not listen to the negative voice that's going on inside your head. Most of us have it. There's a few people apparently that don't have that constant chatter going on in the head. I'm very jealous of them. But it's a card of really taming that inner critic, that inner negative noise, that negative voice. So, you know, you can do it, whatever that means to individual people, because we've all got something different going on in our lives. Then we've got that Seven of Pentacles again, and the Seven of Pentacles is about reaping the rewards, but it's also about really reassessing, seeing whether all the hard work that you've put into a situation, is it worth it for you? Are you getting the benefits that you want out of it? Is the person that, you know, maybe it's a relationship, are you getting, you know, everything that you need from that person? You know, you're putting energy in. Are you getting the right amount of energy back? Is it that, you know, your business, is it doing as well as you expected? Do you need to change something? You know, it's all about reassessing, figuring things out, and you know, making positive changes if required, or, you know, just moving on and releasing some things if necessary. But whatever it is, you can do it. So I'll just leave that there. We've got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is the card of happiness. It's a card of love and contentment, of joy, and it's the beginning of a completely new cycle for you, because we've got this Wheel of Fortune. Things may have been difficult, things may have been struggled. Maybe it is, you know, Leo, just putting together what I've just said with the other cards, maybe it is for some of you that you've not been getting what you need from a relationship, that somebody's been taking you for granted. And now's the time when things are going to start shifting. Things are going to start moving in a more positive way for you, whether it is that you resolve those issues with that person, you reassess, you have chats, you figure things out. But whatever it is, love and contentment and happiness are coming towards you, because we've got that Wheel of Fortune. Things are starting shifting for you. So, you know, again, that relationship, it could be a work relationship, it could be a friend relationship, but whatever it is, I think there's going to either be a shift in the relationship, or there's going to be an end to a relationship of some. And again, it doesn't have to be that intimate other. It's people around you. Maybe work, maybe family, friends, whatever. But I think there's definitely some big shift happening for you in that area. So, Leo, let's see what our current energy has got to say for itself. Let's see what the cards have got to say about your current energy for Leo. Don't forget, whatever it is that's going on with you right this moment, you've got the Sun card at the end. It's all going to be good. It's all fine. It's how things are meant to be. It's just like ironing out the wrinkles and figuring out the life that you should be leading right now. Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Eight of Swords, and we've got the Page of Cups. Clarifying, we've got the Eight of Cups. We've got the Seven of Swords, and we've got the Five of Cups. So might feel a little bit challenging at the moment. So this is, don't forget that the things I've just said are in our recent past energy, and I think now we're sort of feeling the benefits of the fallout of whatever's been going on with you in this relationship of some description. So we've got the Knight of Swords, and he is charging forwards. The clouds are becoming clearer. He's starting to see things clearly, and he's actually being quite impulsive and just like going with that energy. He's not holding back, and he's deliberating, and he's reassessing is over. Now he's taking action. He's seeing things as they truly are, and he's just rolling with that energy. And the energy that he's rolling with is the energy of walking away, of leaving some things behind, of moving towards a different space. So, you know, he's charging away from the situation. So, you know, maybe this is what's going on with you at the moment. I'd love to know if this reading resonates. It'd be really nice if you gave me a thumbs up if you liked it. I'd really love to know your comments, to read your comments. It's really helpful to me. And also, you know, I'm wanting to build a community here. So if you want to join, please press subscribe. That'd be amazing. But yeah, comments are always really helpful. So this energy of walking away, of moving away and moving to a better place. You know, the place that you've been in the recent past has, you know, it's not been terrible, but it's not been in alignment with who you are anymore. You're a different person and you have changed. And now you're moving away. You're moving towards a better place that you feel more aligned in. Does that sentence make sense? I'm not sure. Anyway, a place of alignment, you're moving towards a different space. And I think this is, you know, it's obviously causing you some mental turmoil. We've got that Ten of Swords up there. Don't forget an ending of some description. So maybe this ending has come from, you know, has been, the catalyst has been from somebody else. But whatever it is, you're in some sort of mental turmoil at the moment. We've got that Eight of Swords and she's there in a prison of her own making. So, you know when we sort of have a habit of ping-ponging our thoughts around in our head and you know, and it just, everything sort of just grows out of proportion, doesn't it? Because we're just like recirculating all of our thoughts and it's making us feel really stressed and really quite anxious because we're just, you know, self-sabotaging ourselves even from moving forwards because we're just letting those thoughts bounce around inside our head. And that can feel really stressful. So maybe you're doing that at the moment. Maybe that's something that's happening with you. I think a good solution to that is always to say things out loud, whether that's to somebody else, whether that's to yourself in the mirror, or just getting outside and just talking as you're walking to yourself and just, you know, and maybe if you live in the countryside, maybe if you wander around the city doing that, you might get some funny looks. But who cares? Who cares? Because it's better out than in. I think when we say things out loud, things start to lose the power, and also we can hear them in a different way. When we take it outside our head and put it outside and we actually can look at it from a different perspective, then we can often see things in a different way and realise that maybe the things that we've been ping-ponging around in our head for the last 2 weeks you know, it's not serving us, it's not actually true, it's not actually right, it's not actually helpful. So try and, you know, say that out loud. I think there's been some sort of untruth, some sort of deception that's been going on with this whole scenario, because we've got that Seven of Swords, lying, cheating, stealing, and I think that's maybe what's bouncing around in your head. Maybe you found out something and, you know, you're maybe blowing it out of proportion in your head, and maybe it's not as terrible as you maybe think it is. But I think that there is the energy of distrust, of deceit in some way that is bouncing around inside of your head at the moment, that you're really struggling with. Talk to a friend, talk to yourself, whatever it is, just get it out of your head, write it down, anything, just look at it from a an outside space so that you can read it and actually, you're not living it inside that head of yours. So we've got the Page of Cups next, and he's about having an open heart. Having an open heart. He's also about really trying to take control of his emotions, trying to really, feel more stable, more in charge of his inner world. So maybe that's what it is for you. I think that probably is. It feels more that that's something that you've got going on, that maybe you're feeling quite it's quite new, and it's the feelings that you've got inside are new and different, and you've not, you know, it's nothing that you've felt before, and you're feeling quite discombobulated by it. And I think it's making you feel quite vulnerable. And there's obviously some sense of loss here. We've got the Five of Cups is all about these 3 cups that have fallen over. But the thing with the Five of Cups is when we have a loss, there's always something new that comes in, and that's in the shape of these 2 cups. But sometimes we find it really hard to actually look at them, to notice that they're there, because we're too busy focusing on the things that we've lost. And so I think at the moment you need to try not to let your emotional state hold you back and stop you from seeing the good things that are coming in for you, because you're too busy focusing on the loss that you're feeling. Yeah, this is quite specific, isn't it? It feels quite relationship-y. And I know, obviously, I'm reading for a lot of you. I'm trying to keep it general, but this, hopefully this resonates with some of you in some way. And like I say, because it does feel very relationship orientated, but, we all have different types of relationships, don't we? Relationships with our bosses, with our work colleagues, with our friends, with our family, with our loved ones, with our children, so I think this is very much relationship based. Again, take from it, what you need, what resonates with you. Okay, let's look at our future energy, Leo, and see what is coming towards you. I'm noticing that sun, it's shining brightly over there at me in the future energy space. Oh, we have the Emperor, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Six of Swords. You are moving forwards in a powerful way in this future energy. We've got the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles as our clarifiers. So, the Emperor, you're taking charge of your own destiny. You're, taking control. You are moving forwards. You are the powerful one. It's, it's up to you where you go now. You're the in control of the situation, and you need to not forget that, because you can go and do whatever you want to do, because you're in charge. You're in control of your own destiny. We've got the Five of Pentacles with that, and that is perceived lack. So maybe you're feeling the need to take control because you're feeling a lack of something, lack of love, lack of health, lack of finances. And so it's urging you and giving you a little bit of a sense of urgency, I think, about moving forwards. But don't forget the Five of Pentacles, that perceived lack, it is just that, perceived. There's a solution to it. You just have to look around, ask for some help, ask for some support, ask for a little bit of a helping hand from somebody, because, we look at the Five of Pentacles there, and they've got their heads down, they look quite sick, they look quite poor, and they are too busy just focusing on what they don't have, rather than taking a look up here and realising that there's sanctuary for them in the church, that lovely stained glass window with an anchor, the pentacles in the shape of an anchor, and so they have sanctuary, support and help there. And I think, the urge for you to really take control of the situation and move forward is coming from a place of lack, or a perceived lack. You just need to remember that you've got some help and support around you if you need it. Don't move forwards or rush forwards because you feeling like you've not got something, and it's maybe sending you not on the right path. It's sending you in a place maybe out of desperation, out of fear, all those lower vibrational feelings, that's pushing you forwards, when really if you just take a breath, you are completely right to take control of the situation. But take a breath, don't rush into anything, and just remember that you've got some help and support around you, and you can, rather than sending you off in the wrong direction, you can make sure that you're setting yourself off and laying the groundwork and the stability and the foundation for the future in a better way, rather than just like bolting because of fear of that lack. Okay. We've got the Queen of Swords, and she is seeing things clearly. She's starting to see things clearly. I think you're going to be feeling, I think as time goes on, you're going to see things in a clearer and clearer and clearer way. Things that maybe weren't as obvious to you in the past are going to really start being more noticeable to you. And because you've got all this new knowledge, all this new clarity, it's going to help you steer your ship wherever you want to go. It's going to help you take yourself wherever you need to go, because you've got the knowledge, this extra knowledge. And so I think that's going to, it's going to flow from that Emperor card of you being in control, not rushing too much in any direction, just regrouping and getting the help and support that you need. And then when you've got all the knowledge that you need, the clarity that you need, you can then really push forward. But I think it's going to be a little bit of juggling required, whether that's of a financial type, or time, something. You're going to be juggling something around. It could be jobs, it could be anything. It's something different for everybody. But I think there's going to be some juggling involved for you moving forwards. But, you've got all the knowledge that you need, and you're going to be moving into a much better place, and much calmer, a much more peaceful space mentally. And just generally, because when we're feeling that mentally, it sort of reflects on our exterior world, doesn't it? You see here, he's got there's this choppy water, and he's taking himself and his family moving forwards towards this calmer place. And so, in the before the end of the next few weeks, probably 6 weeks, you're going to be feeling like you're going into a more peaceful, calmer place. Things are starting to settle down, and you are being offered. There's something that's going to come in, being offered this lovely big pentacle, something that's new, that's a new beginning, something that you can put your time, energy and love into. So being a pentacle, something tangible, something earthly, something, it could be your wealth, it could be a relationship, it could be a new job, a new business, anything, something new and exciting coming your way. So, don't forget, we've got the Sun card at the end of this. This is all for the best. This is all going to bring you happiness. It's going to bring you abundance. It's going to bring you joy. And I think, you really need to just go with the process, and to not be afraid of that lack. Everything will become clear. You'll find the knowledge that you need to move forwards. It might take a little bit of juggling of some description, but you're going to end up in a much better place in the long run. So I think you're in for a little bit of change this month, Leo. You're in for some change. I think it's going to be relationship based, which could then have a knock-on effect on other things, couldn't it? Work, home, whatever. But I think, it is for the best. It's where you're meant to be going. It might feel difficult at the moment. You might, having a little bit of a wobble in this current moment. But don't forget to take a step back, see the things that are coming in for you. Because when we lose something, it makes space for something new. And then it's down to you to take control and to take yourself forward, steer yourself forward into a more peaceful place where you're going to get the opportunities to bring something new to life and to put your time and energy and love into something different, because the sun's at the end of it. So have a really great few weeks, have a really great month, take care of yourself, and I will catch up with you again very, very soon.